My name is Adrian Manzer-Wallace. I work in nomination sales at Coolmore America Ashford Stud. Well, luckily enough with him we didn't have to wait too long. If you remember one of the first 2-year-old races at Keeneland that year, Todd Pletcher unleashed a very big, rangy colt named Outwork who streaked clear. He looked like he towered over everything in the paddock that day. I remember watching him thinking, how is this horse going to run over 4.5 furlongs as a 2-year-old in April? Well, he did, and he came home alone, and that's what got Uncle Mo off to the start that he went off to. Uncle Mo is a big colt. He tends to produce big classic type horses. I mean, he had a Kentucky Derby winner in his first crop with Nyquist. It's very rare that you get them when they're that precocious that early, and then they can go on and win a Kentucky Derby. I mean, Nyquist was a case in point there, and although Outwork didn't run again as a 2-year-old, certainly to see a horse who is that, imposing and get it all together that early was very encouraging. So yeah, Uncle Mo left us under no illusions that we had something very, very special. Not only after his racing career, but when the first 2-year-olds hit the track. I think part of it is his versatility, and I think it's no surprise that they're versatile horses. You go back far enough in his pedigree. You look at In Excess, you look at Siberian Express, you look at Caro. I mean, his great grandsire and his great grandsire were 2 French classic winners. They both won the French Guineas over a mile. So it's no surprise that they're fast. But a lot of people don't realise that to a lot of people, Uncle Mo looks like a very much a classic type American dirt horse. But the reality is that he's out of an Arch mare who's a huge influence on turf as well. So I think we're going to see far more of these Uncle Mo horses have success on turf, and I think we'll see far more of them in Europe as well. I think that's the real key to him. He appeals to so many different types of owners, so many different types of breeders, trainers, and markets. And I think the fact that they're successful on dirt, he's a classic sire on dirt, but he's also in Motown. You see, he's got a Grade 1 winning son who's just about to start his career with his first runners this year, and he was a Grade 1 winner on turf as well. So I think that's the key to him, is that you don't necessarily have to pigeonhole them into one area, but he gives you plenty of options. I think they're willing trainers, willing horses. They're horses that are willing to train. I think because of Uncle Mo's size, I mean, he's almost 17 hands. He's a big, rangy, good-looking horse. I think people tend not to send him mares that are overly big. So it'd be a mistake to say that his stock are huge. I think they're generally a very good size. I mean, you look at a horse of ours like Motown out of a Bernardini mare. There's a lot of Bernardini in him. He's got quite a short back. He's lovely hip and shoulder to him. So I think while they're big, good-sized horses, they're not overly big. They're not too big. Nyquist was born here in this farm. We raised him here. Unfortunately, we sold him, but he was a horse that, he's while a very good size, you wouldn't say he's overly big or too big either. So generally very good-looking horses, very easy movers. The word is they're willing to train, and I think that's what makes them good. If you're at the sales spending all this money, you're hoping that one of these horses is going to hit, and Uncle Mo will give you that. He'll give you the chance to go not only to the big races on the big days, but he'll give you a chance that should that all pan out and work, you've got a chance of having a stallion at stud.